Kelsey, hi, how are you doing?
Yeah, good, how are you?
Very well. I just want to ask you about that performance on Wednesday night. It was obviously outstanding to be able to keep that clean sheet under quite difficult circumstances. How did it feel from your end, from your experience?
Yeah, it just feels good to, I think, get a clean sheet. It's kind of feels like it's been a while in a way. So, yeah, buzzing about that. And then obviously to get the clean sheet and also have a good bit to do with it, yeah, it feels good, of course.
You were required to kind of do a little bit more than maybe you're used to doing in terms of that in front of goal. How was it kind of keeping that concentration, especially when a lot of those chances came towards the end of the game?
Yeah, I think it was just, we talked about it before the game, like let's get it done, let's hold to 0, let's do that. So yeah, I just kind of focused on that and kind of keeping the belief that we were going to score. So it was going to come, and I think holding that focus. Obviously, it didn't end up coming, but yeah, that being the focus.
We've seen a slight change of formation with Elena, playing that back four. How different is that for you to have 4 in front of you instead of 3 in terms of making those moves from the back and your distribution as a goalkeeper?
Yeah, obviously it changes my positioning and my options and where I look to play, but I think we've kind of played it in and out of this season already, like with the Champions League and stuff. So it's not completely new, and we trained it in the January where we had some time. So it's something we're somewhat used to.
Do you have a preference? Or?
I actually do prefer a 4-back, so I'm okay with it. Yeah.
It's been a really difficult, run of games without a win. How difficult is it as a player to stay motivated through this period that you've had?
Yeah, it's been tough, obviously. I think especially coming off last season, you've got the pressures and the expectations and the not even just from the outside, just the ones that the team set and you set for yourself. So yeah, it's obviously going to be hard, but I think we have a really good squad. The energy inside the team is good. We all really believe in each other, so we'll just keep fighting and keep the pride and yeah, keep going after it. You never know what can happen, so you can't give up on it. So do everything you can to stay in it.
Does that help? You talk about the kind of team spirit, and Lucy talked about it when we spoke to her before in the other games. Does that help kind of keep you going when things are tough, that you're all kind of close off the pitch and you've kind of got that team spirit?
Yeah, of course, because I think when things start going bad, it's really hard to start fighting with each other and make this environment, this workspace, like toxic and negative and draining. But I think we've done a good job this season, ups and downs, to keep the spirits high and make it an enjoyable place to come into, win, lose, draw. So yeah, it's helps, but obviously it gets heavy no matter what.
Obviously you're in a very specific position, but as a squad, what do you feel like? Obviously you've talked about this, Elena said that you'd had a meeting this morning in training. What is it do you see that you have to do on Sunday to get a result and to start feeling like the tide is turning?
I think just take chances. Like, I think individuals believing in themselves, playing what they see, taking the risks to, get something off, and just believing in it, really. Like, I think when the results start working against you and you don't have that same confidence, it can be hard. But yeah, players just kind of taking it and saying, this is the day and we're going to score and we're going to make the most of it and we're going to win the game. And I think we've been trying to do that. So hopefully on Sunday, that's what shows up.
And obviously as a goalkeeper, you're kind of not involved in the kind of goal scoring opportunities, but we've seen you be quite vocal on the pitch. And how do you see your role in making sure that kind of energy is on the pitch when you're mid-game?
Yeah, like being a goalkeeper, sometimes you feel a bit helpless in those last minutes where you're just like, please, guys, please, something, please. But yeah, I think just energy is contagious. So if it starts with me, it maybe transfers to Kelly, to Bruna, into the midfield and makes its way. So whatever you can do to kind of put something on the pitch, break the silence.
Good luck for Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi Kelsey, thanks again for taking the time and congratulations again on the performance against Hibs. Elena spoke earlier with us about the spine of the team and the core of the team. The goalkeeper is obviously a huge part of that. One of the challenges the team's facing at the moment is getting those goals. Modern day goalkeeper, part of their responsibility seems to be to help that transition from defence into attack. Is that something you enjoy and thrive on? Is it something you're trying to do to help the team progress forward?
Yeah, I think it's been it's like the strongest part of my game, I'd say, is making big saves. Like I wouldn't come out and say, oh, my strength is starting the attack, right? But obviously that's a big role of a goalkeeper. So it's something I'm trying to do, and obviously there's a bit more pressure on it when, like you said, like that is the bit that's kind of been, slower for us. So something I guess I'm trying to do more, and maybe just trying to skip the lines and get the ball into their half and look a bit more forward, be a bit more aggressive with it. Is what I'm trying to do now.
Yeah. And in your position as goalkeeper, obviously you can see the pitch ahead of you. You can maybe sometimes see things that your teammates can't see. How important is being able to communicate to the back line, whether it be a 3 or a 4, and really try and position them where you can in order to keep the defence as solid as possible?
Yeah, like I think organising that like rest defence when we do break lines is pretty key in terms of like when we try to commit like our fullbacks and things like that. But yeah, you see the picture obviously, and trying to get that out the best way is key.
Absolutely. And obviously you've had quite an experienced career compared to maybe some of your younger teammates. Do you take on the added responsibility of helping them through this period, which they may not necessarily have experienced before, and really try and help them set the expectations and the standards?
To the best I can. I think I feel like I do have a bit of experience, different experiences. This one's a bit new to me, coming off champions to having a bit of a slow start and things like that. But I think just my role and what I try to do is just keep the energy. Like you can't let football affect the energy because it's just gonna tumble further and further from you. So like my biggest thing is enjoy the training, enjoy the game, enjoy being with each other, enjoy the process of it all, and hopefully that starts to translate is the biggest thing.
Absolutely. And any personal objectives from yourself between now and the end of the season? What are you looking to achieve in your own development as a Celtic player?
I think just doing everything we can from here on and to keep us in it. Like try not to think, oh, we've lost it, it's gone. So just if we can just keep holding them off, get goals, get results, and keep moving forward, like keep chasing something. I think that would be the objective for me, and obviously just performing, playing my best, keep improving.
Great stuff. And last question for me, just a message similar to Elena, a message for the fans. How much are you going to rely on their support in the run-in now?
Yeah, I mean we've got the best fans in the league, in the world maybe. It's big. Like it feels. I think game in, game out, you feel like no matter where we are, you feel like you're at a home game, and that's due to the support. And obviously things are not been going our way lately, but they do keep showing up. They keep being loud. They're proud. Like it means everything. Yeah.